Warning. The following content is intended for immature audiences only. The opinions of these two fine gentlemen should not be taken seriously at all.
The JTS 51 Podcast. Introducing your hosts, JT and Sai.
Hello and welcome to the JTS 51 podcast with myself, JT, and my co-host, as always, Sai. Sai, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not so bad, not so bad. I should say we're trying to record a slightly different time of day today, but I've just noticed
weird.
I've got half the world driving past my house at the minute. I've had motorbikes, tanks. Goodness knows what's going on. I think we're under like a zombie apocalypse. We literally press record and there's just so much traffic.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah.
Mate. Sai reporting live from the motorway, it seems. Yeah.
At the end of Heathrow Airport. I don't know what's going on. It's madness.
Oh no, people are so inconsiderate and they know we're recording a podcast, for God's sake.
Exactly. Close down the roads. Come on. Inconsiderate, mate. As I said before, Rogan doesn't have to put up with this nonsense.
No, he doesn't. We should get a massive recording in progress sign. Progress? Recording in process sign. Right. Outside, big neon lights. Just let it flash. Let people know. God, be quiet. Keep quiet.
Oh, dear. So yeah, I was. I think we were talking earlier, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of movies and TV series and things recently, hence some of our conversations. But I did notice something the other day. Mm-hmm. So isn't it funny how you have two characters, usually in like a multi-season series, where they have the are they or aren't they, and then finally they do, and then they have the sort of romantic kiss, usually by a bay or a sea or something like that, and and then they sort of pan away and you're alluded to the fact that the characters have spent the night together. Mm-hmm. And this brings me to the problem in the show, right? So they wake up the following morning and the bloke's a little bit scruffy, but he's looking a bit hunky, and then the woman's laying there, she's got that sort of good looking but scruffy hair, and then they have a nice romantic morning together. They never show one of them rolling over and they got the morning breath, and you get that. Never. No.
Jeez Louise, what did you eat last night? My God, kind of thing. Yeah, no, it's not realistic at all, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, they would have gone out for like a coffee or something to eat first, and then gone straight to bed or whatever. Yeah. And they just never show it. And then the next thing is also, do you get it? Like, I swear, everybody wakes up with a morning fart. They never show that in the TV series either, do they? It's just like, you want the nice, slow, soft pan across the guy's face, and then suddenly you hear from the other side of the bed, and he's just like, oh, I'm going to make some breakfast.
Yeah, it's not realistic at all, mate. I've always found like the actor's makeup is still perfect, you know what I mean? The hair's still in place, all that kind of stuff. In reality, obviously, if you're spending the night with someone, the next morning, half the lady's makeup is going to be across your bloody pillow, because being married, I know what the nighttime routine is to take makeup off, right? I've seen it, I've lived it, right? So I know that doesn't happen in the movies and TV shows. The next thing is the dude is always looking fresh, absolutely fresh. So he's good to go. He could just put his suit back on and he's ready for the day. That's not true. And then you have you ever noticed this? I know some people would have noticed this, but the funny L-shaped duvets. So duvet covers. So basically, you'll have the dude, if he's in relatively good shape, his torso would be showing, but the ladies, they'll be covered from shoulder to
the neck
down.
The neck
down, yeah. I'm like, where the hell do people buy these L-shaped duvet covers from? This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely mental, mate. Yeah, it's not realistic at all. Yeah. It's always
funny
the same.
you mention it. Yeah. And just you mentioned the makeup thing. That's what actually makes me laugh, because there's one or two scenarios that would happen, really. So the lady would go to the bathroom, she'd wipe the makeup off her face, and then the guy would just go, "Whoa, who the
fuck are you?
Yeah, you've been hiding in my bathroom. Where's the other one gone?" Or it's a scenario where she goes to sleep in the makeup, and then she wakes up and it's all smudged across her face, and she wakes up like a Picasso picture. Absolutely. Like, 3 eyes, 6 eyebrows.
Yeah. A lipstick has ended up on her cheek somehow. Looking like the Joker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not realistic.
You look so amazing in the morning. Yeah. I should say, just a smudge of makeup just across, like lipstick even, just like halfway up her face.
Yeah. Pillowcase is just covered with makeup, completely destroyed. There's no recovering those again. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Utterly ridiculous.
Speaking of movies, I was on X the other day, and I always forget that Tom Cruise does his own movies.
Oh yeah,
And amazing.
Yeah.
It is properly amazing, right? And the latest one, now I appreciate it's from a film that's probably a couple of years old now, maybe one of the Mission Impossible ones. I haven't seen it. But you just see him on the back of a motorbike.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Just headed towards a cliff edge, up a ramp, sort of either jumps off or flips, can't quite remember now, down the mountainside, pulls out a parachute, and you're just like, that's mad. Absolutely
it's crazy, right?
mad.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. So we both know, right? Actors don't do their own stunts anymore. Unless your name is Tom Cruise, unless your name is Jackie Chan, right? You're not doing your own stunts. And what he does is amazing. And I've seen that clip, and it is genuinely amazing. So, yeah, he's riding a motorbike on like it's almost like a cliff kind of mountain thing, and he's riding it, and then he actually drives it off the bloody cliff edge, and then he lets go of the bike, and then he's in midair at this point, and then he pulls his parachute. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, is that you, Tom Cruise? Yeah, bloody, that's amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Well, his insurance must hate him because they have to insure him for so much money.
Yeah, he must cover a lot of that off himself. But it's funny, isn't it? Because you hear a lot of actors, and when they have to put on a little bit of muscle for like a show or something, and they're just like, I work so hard in the gym. And it's just, no, you're not doing backflips off airplanes.
That's right, mate.
Or there's a lot of complaining, they're long days. Yeah, and I don't doubt they work 10-15 hour days. I don't doubt that for a second. But can you even imagine the same two things? You've got some guy standing around for 15 hours feeling a bit tired and uncomfortable, and over here you've got Tom Cruise just hanging onto the side of an aeroplane,
or scaling a building. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Fair play to him, mate. And there's not many that do that, if at all. So yeah, fair play to him. It just makes you think, these actors come in, like you said, they literally they come in, they do their role, they're speaking for 20 minutes, cut, start that again, do that again, please, properly. And then Tom Cruise is like, right, where's my gear? Let me chuck it on. I'm gonna flip in, ride this motorcycle off a building. Do you know what I mean? He's fair play to him, mate. Fair play. And you know what? It's come to the point where people are waking up to the fact that there are stuntmen. Have you ever seen the movie Fall Guy with I forget his name. People are probably shouting his name at me right now. But yeah, he's a stunt guy, and the whole film is centered around him rather than the main actor, which is great. So they kind of flip the switch a little bit. But yeah, that's a decent film. That's a decent film to watch.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking the other actors.
No,
I mean,
of
don't
course
get me wrong. I don't want to throw myself off a building
Why
either.
would
I'm not
we?
an
Might
actor.
as well,
But all
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
exactly, just get the complaining in line. As far as complaining about acting goes, standing around in a costume, it's not so bad.
I know. You know what? I don't know if you've seen the side, but one of my favourite kind of movie series is Rush Hour. So you got 1, 2, you got 3 as well. And if you watch the ending of Rush Hour, it's always the bloopers. Now these bloopers are a little bit different because they have Jackie Chan, another actor who does his own stunts, his own fight scenes, choreographs everything to perfection. But you see all the times that he fails. So he's always bloody jumping through holes, or flipping chairs up with his feet into his hands and hitting it across the bad guy's face, or could be using like a pot. Somehow got a pot from a kitchen and he's bloody using it in his action movies. But yeah, they show the bloopers where he miscontrols it, he falls down, he's punched someone by accident for real, he's been punched for real. It's amazing. And you could genuinely see how much pride these guys take in their craft by actually doing their choreo, their fight scenes by themselves. And but you do actually see when it goes wrong in the bloopers. So he's falling down, he's not able to get through a tight gap, someone's hit something on his head by accident, you know what I mean? So fair play, man, to people like Tom Cruise and Jackie Chan and other numerous people that do their own scenes. It's absolutely incredible. It reminds me of a show on Netflix where I think I spoke to you about this actually on a previous pod. Daredevil. So a actor called Charlie Cox, I think his name is. He did a scene and it was all one take and it was fucking amazing. He literally choreographed the whole scene. He's fighting, he's blocking, and by the end of it you can see he is genuinely shattered, as a actor is meant to be in the fight scene itself. But he is genuinely shattered because I think he's just gone through 3 or 4 minutes of pure action in one take. Absolute genius, the way that the camera guy did it, the director, the producer, whatever you want to call it, however they kind of planned it, is absolutely incredible, because he's going from room to room through doors and he's knocking people out, he's avoiding things, incredible, and I have so much respect for those one take fucking amazing scenes. So fair play to these actors.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. Now I did see that. Was that the one where, because they did have a stunt guy doing some of his things, and I think when they so he did a lot of the close up fighting and stuff like that, and then he got like booted through a wall, and then his stunt double would sort of stumble back out, do like some of the more wild kicks and stuff, and then he got booted back through another wall, and then the main actor they sort of did this sort of to and fro thing. I'm not sure if it was that. I think that's
another scene he did, but this one was all him. Confirmed, it was all him.
Right.
I think he's in like some sort of apartment complex, and the way they filmed it is like they have obviously one wall that's not there, so it's just the camera guys and all the directors sitting behind it, and he's going up and down 2 floors. So he's going in one room, going into the passageway, going into another flat, then going upstairs, and he's fighting in one room, then going through the passageway, and then fighting in another flat. Absolutely amazing. And they're using it's not just hand-to-hand combat, most of it is, but then they're using props in each room as well. So just to memorize what you have to do next after and you're physically shattered as well. You can see he's breathing heavily. Fair play to him. It's an amazing scene. Anyone that hasn't checked it out, go on YouTube, type in Daredevil fight scene. I'm pretty sure it'll be the first or second video that comes up, and just watch it from start to finish. All one take. Absolutely incredible. Hats off, man. Hats off.
Yeah, well, that was a great show, wasn't it? It was a really good show. Season 3 it was a little bit iffy, but really
coming
good.
Back. It's coming back next month, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
No,
I know that, mate. But
I am not holding my hopes up, because they did Daredevil, that was great, and then they tried to follow it out with a couple of other shows. I think they did Iron Fist, that was subpar. They did Jessica Jones, which was all right. Like that was fine. That was okay. I can't remember. There was another one as well. I can't remember what the guy's name.
Is it the guy in Luke Cage?
Luke Cage. That was it. That show was a bit. But then, I mean, those shows, they were fine.
They were good.
Daredevil was obviously the best.
Yes, 100%.
And Disney bought it.
This is the thing, right? This is the thing. So Netflix made it amazing, right? Netflix have a great track record of shows that they made it amazing. Season 1 and 2 are absolutely fantastic. 3, right? But I think going with low expectations for season 4. However, I've seen the trailer and it looks bloody brilliant again. It looks a bit more like the Netflix, not like the Disney version. So it's a shame Disney lost the rights for Daredevil and Disney have picked it up, but hopefully they don't fuck it up. Fingers crossed. Their track record isn't great at all. So let's go in with low expectations, but hopefully it comes out doing really, really well, because it does look like more of the old school feel. The season 1 and 2 of Netflix's Daredevil, rather than Disney's season 3 version. So let's see.
Well, they did. My favourite sort of meme from that entire era was that Disney had the reverse Midas touch, where everything they touched turned to shit. It was true, though, isn't it? They bought some incredible IPs where they had to do literally nothing. Right? You think of Star Wars, right? Star Wars, they didn't have to really do anything. They had all of the books out
just
there.
Carry it on. Just carry on the formula.
Just
working.
That's it. All you want to see is a couple of decent lightsaber fights, a good bit of acting, some nice battles. Spaceship scenes. That's it. Ruined.
That's it.
MCU. All you want to see is your favourite hero beating the crud out of some bad guy. You know, with some cool effects in there. They couldn't get that right. Oh, Willow. They broke Willow.
You know what?
Indiana Jones. Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Let me tell you something. I have never seen an Indiana Jones film ever. Right? And it's kind of like
blasphemy.
I know. This is the thing. So it's going to sound a bit weird. So I watched a guy play in an Indiana Jones game that just came out. It's called Indiana Jones The Great Circle, I think it's called. The game, watching someone play the game, that sounds really sad, but I watched it from start to finish and I was like seriously impressed how amazing the gameplay was. And then I read the comments and someone said they'd done the movies really proud. So whereas some scenes they've cut out and they basically played it against the movie side by side, they've recreated it with obviously the latest graphics engines and all that kind of stuff, and it looks fucking incredible. So now that's really piqued my interest to go back and watching the original movies. So I might skip the latest ones because I heard they're crap, but I might go back and watch the originals. Actually, fun fact, I believe my dad's cousin was one of the slave kids in one of the Indiana Jones films.
Wow.
He was one of the ones that being taken away in one of the trucks. Like they came down to his school, saying, "Hey guys, we need some kids for a movie. Who wants to do it?" Cousin put his hand up. My dad's cousin put his hand up, took him away, dressed him up, dressed him down, put him into some crappy clothes, and said, "Okay, we're going to put you in this truck, and this is the scene." And he did it. And I was like, "Oh, okay,
that is fantastic.
That is
great.
fame."
Back in the day when they could just rock up
Yes.
places and then you just volunteered. Now it's got a bit too official. I remember actually, I used to do a fair bit of running. And do you remember it was Robin Hood with Thingy Crow? Can't remember his name now. My mind's gone blank.
Actor? Russell Crowe. Yeah.
It was a few years back, but the filming location was on a lake, and I used to run around that sort of lake area. And it was funny because I started running, then I had to wait while they sort of shot this scene a bit, and then I ran through, and it was all like medieval. So I had people like sitting there all dressed up with the little fires and stuff, and then you got round the far side of the lake, and there was like the boat and things. And I sort of got towards the end of my run just as they'd finished shooting for the day, and it was weird because it felt like I was being attacked because there was like maybe 100 extras all dressed in ye olde Robin Hood gear, just crossing the path that I was just running across. It was the most surreal feeling ever.
You didn't know there was a film shoot and you just ran to the park that day and you were like, what the fuck has happened? Have I gone back in time? Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. Everyone's that's incredible. That is incredible. Yeah, that would be amazing to actually see that.
Not as cool as being in the actual movie, but I was sort of in amongst it while it was being filmed.
Brilliant. If I'm going to watch it intently, if I do see you in the background running with your iPhone and your high tech trainers, like, you know.
Oh yeah, you just see someone in the background with a high vis, just their head bouncing by like that.
Oh, brilliant.
Back in the day when I could run. Hey, never mind.
Oh, sorry. Oh, speaking of showbiz and TV and all that kind of stuff, let me. I'm going to WrestleMania, baby. WrestleMania.
Ooh,
yeah, I know.
come on.
I know. I've been to WrestleMania before. It was absolutely incredible. Bit weird though. So last time I went back in, I think it was 2014. I believe. I think it was 2014. Me and my mates we were drinking one day. Right, we went out, came back, carried on drinking. Got a bit sentimental. My mate said to me, JT, there's one thing I want to do before I die. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? He goes, I want to go WrestleMania. At this point, right, I'd stopped watching wrestling. I used to watch as a kid, loved it as a kid. Everyone around me did. Yep. So around late 2000, probably, but let's say 2008, 2009, basically, I eventually stopped watching. And so I didn't get back into it. I literally felt like it had kind of done its time. Like, it was getting crap. I didn't have the time anymore, to be fair, whatever. And then when my mate made that kind of request, I thought, oh my God, okay. So the next morning I woke up, slightly tipsy. Thought, you know what, he really wants to go. Let me just check if we can make it there. Let me see how we can do it. And I end up finding a great deal where we can go to New Orleans in the US where it was set. Get tickets to WrestleMania, like great tickets to WrestleMania, and hotel stay for less than $1,000. And I thought, okay, that's not too bad at all, because I thought it'd be way more expensive. So all we had to pay for was our flight there and back, and yeah, we're done. So I thought, okay, cool. In the morning, I rang him and I said, "Listen, this is happening. Like, in the next couple of days, do you really want to go?" He's like, "Yeah, let's get the boys on it. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Everyone agreed, and then we got the tickets and we went, and it was incredible. And we managed to get a ringside seat. So for anyone that's a wrestling fan, will know how big of a deal this is. We got ringside seats. We were like I think it was row 5, next to the ring. And The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, his mum and his sister were sitting right in front of me. And the added bonus was, as the show started, the camera panned to me and my friend. Like, we were on WrestleMania. Like, there was a girl sitting next to me. She was dressed up all in the Hulk Hogan gear, like the moustache and the hat, the bandana, the shirt. They were panning in, obviously, on her because she was holding up a sign. But clear as day, there's me and my mate right on TV within the first 10 seconds of WrestleMania going live around the world. And what me and my mate doing? Looking at my phone. I think I'm looking at something. I don't know what it was. I was looking at something. Either I've just uploaded a picture and I'm just showing my mate, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, clear as day, there we are. Within the first 10 seconds of WrestleMania going live, you see me and my mate and this obviously girl that's dressed up as Hulk Hogan live on TV. The reason why I bring this all up, incredible experience, but the same thing kind of happened again, but this time was different. So me and my brother-in-law, we were chilling out, I think a few months ago, and it was quite late at night. I had a drink. I had a few drinks actually. We were just talking. He goes, "I'm going on a stag." I'm like, "Oh, that's incredible. Where are you going?" He goes, "I'm going to Vegas next year." I'm like, "Okay, 2025, you're going to Vegas." I said, "That's amazing. When are you going?" He goes, "April time." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Then I remember, because I've kind of got back into wrestling a little bit, I remember there was an announcement that WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas, right? I said, "What dates are you going?" And he gave me the dates. And I realised that he's going to be in Las Vegas 2 days after WrestleMania. Well, it's going to be there. So I said, "Did you know WrestleMania is going to be there at the time?" He said, "No." He goes, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yes, in Las Vegas. It's like literally 2 days before you get there." And he goes, "Oh," and I joked. I said, maybe you can go to WrestleMania as well. Extend your annual leave and just go to WrestleMania. He goes, "Yeah, that's true." So basically, that's gone. The next time I visit him, I think he seriously looked into it and he decided, look, he's gonna go for it, right? He genuinely go. And again, I had a few drinks and he asked me, would I like to go? I said, "Yeah, of course, man, not a problem. It sounds amazing." Absolutely.
Right.
Thinking that he's probably not going to get tickets because it's such a high event kind of thing. Done. Anyway, then the next week, he messaged me, he says, "Mate, we're going to WrestleMania." I'm like, "Oh, that's incredible, mate." He goes, "Yeah, can you believe it? We're going to go." I'm like, "Who's we? What do you mean?" He goes, "You're coming. I bought the tickets." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And then the funniest, I'm always going to remember this, right? So I was going to his house that night. So me, my wife, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law and his wife were all sitting down. Now, my wife already knows the price of the tickets. I had no idea. I haven't researched into it. Last time I did it, it was affordable, like I said. It was $1,000 for everything all in, right? So I knew it was serious because when they asked me to come sit down on the sofa, my wife grabbed my hand and she goes, "Listen, just got some news to tell you." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up? What's wrong?" Everyone's looking a bit concerned. And I look at my brother-in-law's face and I'm thinking, maybe we didn't get the tickets or maybe blah, 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 whatever. He goes, "Oh, listen, the great news is I got the tickets." I'm like, that's fucking amazing. But everyone, the tone in the room is still a little bit icy, like we're icy.
Yeah.
And the minute my wife grabs my hand, she's thinking, "Yeah, but I'll let my brothers tell you the prices." I'm like, "What, is it high?" And he goes, "Well, so WrestleMania is 2 nights now. It used to be 1 night, so now it's 2 nights." He goes,
"Okay.
The good news is we're going to both nights." I said, "Okay, incredible." I said, "How much?" Again, no reply. He's still going on. It's 2 nights. It's amazing news. I'm like, in my head at this point, I'm thinking, just fucking tell me the price. This is killing me now because, oh my God, if this is way too much, I'm dead. So he goes, "Right, so it's come to £1,000. I'm like, well, I can understand that, to be honest, because it's 2 nights, so $500 per ticket to get to WrestleMania. I understand inflation, blah blah blah, demand's huge, all that kind of stuff. So I still thought, okay, that's not too bad. It's quite expensive, but to be expected. And he goes, "Okay, so it's £1,000 per night." I'm like, oh my God, are you telling me it's $1,000 a ticket and it's 2 nights? It's $2,000. He goes, "Yep." I'm like, oh my God. I started hyperventilating, like, this is ridiculous. I never would have thought I would be paying that much for just myself to go to WrestleMania. That's incredible. Like, oh, that's terrifying because I didn't have the money either. Like, I said to him, "Listen, I know you bought the tickets, but I'm gonna have to pay you in installments, mate. This is ridiculous. I didn't plan for this. I just went on a holiday with my wife that we saved up all year for." I was like, "I haven't got the money. This is terrible." And he goes, No, that's fine. You can pay me installments. That's fine." I said, "Okay." Went home that night, absolutely fine. Then my mind started wondering, oh my God, that's only $2,000 for the tickets. I have to pay for the hotel. I have to pay for the flight. I have to save up some spending money. I've only got 4 months to do it. This is ridiculous. So now we're in end of February, right? So I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to live like a proper, like, pauper for the next 4 months. Everything I earn has to be saved, and everything just went to shit, mate. Because my car broke. Like, I remember I was telling you, my car broke down, and it's so old. I had to get rid of it. It would have cost way too much to repair it. More than the car to repair it. My dad was thinking about all these ways. I was like, "Dad, the car's only worth £500. It's going to cost like $1,000 to fix it. There's literally no point." So then I had to get another car. So I ended up buying a new car. So that's now chunking up. That's taking a chunk of my salary every month. And I've got so many expenditures, but I'm still trying to find money to save to go. So yeah, I'm going to WrestleMania, baby. I might be poor, but I'm going to WrestleMania.
Oh, but the good news is, though, right, at least your wife knew first.
Yes.
So that took the pain out of it, right? Because you imagine that the other way around.
Yeah.
So that would be you holding her hand. Oh, by the way, those 2 holidays that you wanted to go on this year. Do you want to sit down first?
That's what they did to me. That's how they treated me. I'm so glad it was my brother-in-law doing it and not a mate of mine, because roles would have had to be reversed, like you said. I would have had to sit my wife down. So, babe, I'm going to WrestleMania, which is great news. Do you want to sit down for a second? I've got something to tell you. I might not be able to afford a holiday this year. Oh.
Good news is I'll be able to afford 10 of those Kanye West
100%,
dresses.
100%.
Completely
You can wear
see-through.
them. I can wear them whenever you want. No problem. Just let me know. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to do the pod after I come back, mate. I'm pretty sure I'll have so many stories. It will be me, my brother-in-law, and one of his relatives as well. So 3 of us go in. And I know it's going to be absolutely incredible experience. I'll do, if I can. I'll take as many videos and pictures, and hopefully I can show our viewers and listeners one day. And yeah, I'll do a pod. We'll do a pod when we come back, and it'll be absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure I'll have so many stories to tell. But yeah, WrestleMania.
Well, when you well, you got to do it though. I was going to say when you get there though, just when they are filming and they're panning across the audience, just keep form. Either look down at the floor, turn around with your back to the audience. Do your shoelace up or something. Do you know
what I might do? I might make a sign with our podcast name on it. Yes. Oh yes! Oh, can you imagine the exposure? I'm genuinely going to do that. I'm going to say at JTS51 podcast. Let's see how many hits we get. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing. I hope the camera's on our side as well. That'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be a waste of time. But yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be great.
At least with wrestling, though, they do get very close, because you were saying about the sort of ringside seats or a couple of rows back or something. They do get really close, don't they? Close. Especially when they have the fights outside of the ring itself. Oh, it's fantastic. And, if you're a fan of
I'm a massive fan.
You're literally within an arm's length of the wrestlers. You don't get that experience really anywhere else. Maybe in golf you can get very close to the golfers, but most other sports, or sports or even events like music events, you can't get close to the artists. You can't. Yeah. And I understand it, but the experience of being there right next to people that you kind of watch and you enjoy, and
I'll tell you what was amazing though, because I was obviously we didn't. First of all, the last time I went to WrestleMania, right, we didn't know how good the seats were. We just knew that they were good seats, but we didn't know how good they were. It was really surreal when we gave the ticket inspector our ticket, and he said, "Oh, I'll escort you guys down to your seats." We're like, "Oh, this is nice," because he wasn't doing that for anyone else. So he grabs the 6 of us and he walks down, and we're right at the back. So he's walking us through, and we're like, at any point he's going to stop us and say, "Here's your seats." Nope, carry on going down closer to the ring, and we're thinking, "Oh, we're actually quite low now. This is amazing." We're still thinking any second now he's going to say, "Yeah, okay, guys, this is your seats right here." Nope, carried on going. At this point, we're practically right at the ring, and he goes, "Right, guys, your seats are right here," and we're thinking, "Oh my God, he's made a mistake, but we're not going to correct him. This is way too close. This is incredible." And then it was amazing. And for anyone that knows wrestling, Hulk Hogan came out in the first minute, which was amazing back then. Anyway, before the racism stuff, he was quite a big deal. Then unexpectedly, The Rock and Stone Cold came out. Now, for anyone that knows wrestling, they're the biggest wrestlers that during our lifetime, during our childhood. They were incredible. They were like our icons. I turned into a 7-year-old boy. So did all my mates. We didn't know what to do with ourselves. We were grabbing each other, kind of strangling each other, jumping on our seats. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what to do. We were like, "Oh my God, I didn't know they were going to be here. This is incredible." And we're seeing them live in the flesh. Yeah. Literally 2 meters away from us. Oh man, if I could relive that moment, I would. It was absolutely incredible. But looking forward to doing that again in April.
And wrestling used to be quite big. It's not that it's not now, but it used to be much bigger when I grew up. Like, I remember it was on TV a lot. I remember I had the sticker collector book for it was WWF then, wasn't it? WWF, I remember all that, and then it sort of died away a little bit, which is a shame.
That's why I stopped watching.
It's still fun.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching it, to be fair. But now it's like it's gone back to its roots of back in the day. So the show's kind of it's much better than it was like 10 years ago, for example. So looking forward to becoming a kid again in a few months.
Well, this is it, isn't it? I think everybody just got hooked up on the fact that they were like, "Oh, it's fake," and you're like, it doesn't matter. It's entertainment. You don't watch a movie because they're literally shooting each other with real bullets. Exactly. It's entertainment, and you enjoy the entertainment and the spectacle and the show of it.
No, it's good. some people would say it's fake, but they're like, it's still real to me, damn it. Like, do you know what I mean? They'll be just, it doesn't matter if it's fake. At the end of the day, like you said, mate, it's entertainment. We're there to be entertained. Pay the money, we watch TV to be entertained. So yeah, doesn't matter if it's a movie, a TV show, if it's wrestling. If it's entertainment, it's entertainment. We're gonna enjoy it.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yep.
No, this sounds fantastic. Yeah, and you definitely got to come back with those stories.
Definitely will do.
There'll definitely be a few.
Or I'll make some stories as fun. I'll make sure there's some stories. Yeah. Oh, mate. And yeah, that's it, really. Okay, and that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to me and Si ramble on about wrestling, TV romances, and actors doing their own stunts. We covered it all this week, Si.
Can you believe the segue? Romantic movies to wrestling. Look at that.
Which other podcast?
The length and breadth of this podcast.
Yeah, which other podcast does this? None. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Thank you so much for listening this week. That's a bye from me.
Take care, all. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the JTS 51 podcast. For more epic content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future episodes.
Oh, fuck's sake. Great start that is. Bloody hell. Sorry, mate. It was I think I need to restart my net.
I thought you were fully engaged in my story then, but no, your just face is frozen. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, this is the most intense story I've ever heard.
I'm so intrigued. not even blinking.
Tech issues, here we go.
Okay.